It is time for some more Rush Duel gameplay, going in with the brand new WYRM deck for Asana. Her deck's been upgraded with brand new cards, and we've opened a not so great hand. We're seeing multiple big bodies, that's not too great, but getting Ghost Cyclone turn 1 is going to be really, really big. If our opponent wants to actually draw their card, play the game, that'd be cool. Come on, Gavin. Going for the Pot of Greed in for 2, and they're on archives, so it could be anything. It could be you're playing Gaia before the Ballast nerf, sending 3, sending 1. Okay. Let's go for not necessarily that. Oh, Buffered Slime, that's good. Huh. Yeah, that's definitely hand. So, let's go Blistopia. We'll go and set his face down. Do I... No, do I want to go and do this, right? Because it does get me close into my deck, right? I think I do. Go our skill. Go and send the Gantry Dragon to add, I guess, the Bull Dragon for next turn. And hopefully, that's going to be enough to survive. Now, could be the Recital, it could be Negate Attack. Playing Mr. Alchemy, though, is interesting. Definitely an interesting kind of choice, not seeing this card being played at all. Going for the Strange Cat. So playing Spellcasters, going for the Fusion, that's fine, we can add it back next turn, that's okay. That one is a little bit less so. You've obviously not, you've not opened the best, right? So clear this back row, right? We'll go 1, we'll go 2. Now, we can here, we go for a Fusion play, or we can go for a fairly decent choice. So we can go activate our skill, go and send to the graveyard the Bill Dragon to add to our hand from the graveyard, the Blistopia. We'll play Blistopia, we'll go for the Gantry Dragon, and this should be, it should be an OTK, right? Go Gantry in for the Bill Dragon, and then Bill Dragon in for the Shovelon, and this should obviously be lethal. Swinging once, swinging twice, go for a third, and that was a very, very easy game 1. Hopefully game 2 can be a little bit better, right, more competitive. That'd be cool. Let's find out. It is good that we're finding players quickly. Sometimes in Rush Duel it does take a while. Gold rank 5, fellow Brit, their first time playing Rush Duel ranked on a Yuga. Is it going to, it's an archive skill. I'm going to assume it's going to be Gaia. Going second again, show me the Ghost Cyclone. You don't, and we're 1 card away. Just need 1 card from this being really good, right? If we see anybody, we can go for a big fusion play, pop 2 monsters on left field. That's fine. If we don't, then it's not the end of the world. Now, in terms of our deck, what are we, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 things we see are good. Which means probably it's going to be the fusion, right? Going to imagine. Going for the Gargoyle, playing the Gargoyle, going to be making it, discarding the, that's interesting. Fortitude, on Celerity, you can't do this anymore. You've got a week and a half until it's gone. You won't be able to do that. You won't be doing that anymore on turn 1. You'll wait till turn 2, going for the Actor, so you are playing the full shebang, Metarion Gaia, you're adding 2. Okay. That is really, really good, because we can go, play Tarask, activate the effect, and go and mill with this, and then just add it back again. Now, in terms of the cards we milled, getting a Dragline, getting a Bill Dragon would have been big if this was a different card. We'll go play Bill Dragon. It's a tough one, right? So we can go for the effect of this, of course, to bring out the Pylon. Now, I believe we do go here for the fusion play, right? Because we're going to end on a very big fusion that can't be beaten over. Oh no, I guess it can with the, that's what, 33,000. It means you've got to open, properly good. Or we risk it and hope he does attack him with the wrong ones, but we try and clear as much as possible. This might be wrong. It probably is, but if we leave this this worker here, they can go for a Gaia. Go for big piercing. So I think this is probably the correct play in this moment. Popping 2, that's fine. Sending Slime, that's fine. More likely, you are going to summon into your Metara Star, pop this back row, kill this. Right, that is perfectly fine, because we can deal with that. Right, we can deal with that. Now, Going for a set. Playing a poly means you've not got the best hand, right? You've not got the best hand at all. Going straight for, though, the Ashura Star, that's fine. Now, you can go for the skill, dump it, to buff this. It does mean you've not got the, access to the Gaia Fusion, though, which is fine. Popping this isn't good. We know this middle one is nothing. This one here is something, at least, right? This left one, you said it first time. Just straight up, we know that's going to be something. So hopefully, we can find a way to deal with this Metana Ashura Star. But let's see. And we've got a way to deal with the Metarion Ashura Star. Okay, so we've got to summon into this, we've got to summon into a good body. Pylon, Dragline. Dragline's effect activates, returning to bring back out a thing. We then play the skill, dumping this. Yeah, okay. That's fine, right. Go, whoa, no, don't leave, no, don't leave. Don't leave, let me mess up the combo, right, let me do it. Right, we return back to the deck, 1, 2, and 3, why not? 1, 2, and 3, and summon back into our lovely Build Dragon from the graveyard. We'll go and, sure, add to hand the Pylon, that's fine. We'll then play our skill, let us go, and send to the graveyard our Build Dragon to go and grab the Blastopia from our graveyard, add to our hand. God, I love this deck so much. Even if it's, before it wasn't all that great, now it does work much better, but it can still brick, right? It can still brick, which is kind of annoying, but this is, this is actually pretty good. So, let's go Gantry in for the Build Dragon, and hopefully here, we'll see back removal. We didn't, unfortunate, but we can go for a clear if there's no negate attack face down. Now, it could be Buffered Slime, right? It is Recital. Okay, that's fine. Right, another one. Card Restoration. Gonna be big. So you've got the Performer, that's okay. This is fine as well. This at the moment does nothing. So that's good. 29, 100, that's unfortunate, but I think overall we're in a good spot. Now, it is obvious this player hasn't opened the best hands, right? They've not seen the Gaia stuff, which is kind of important for that deck. And all they can do is set 3 pass, and actually, that works out really well against our deck. Now, we know that there is that back row, right? We know there's a Cursed Dragon going for the power-up. Doesn't really do much in the current circumstance, but I guess you can buff up your Cursed Dragon with the skill to make it better. Now, we can also just go for the effect of one of our Build Dragons, right? Go for our fusion play and blow you out, just straight up, right? That's what we're going to do. So I don't think it makes sense here to kill anything. Even though you're going to, right? Even though you're going to, it doesn't really make sense to do it. But, this might be fine, this might be fine. I'm going to go here and play Restoration. Why not? Just show him, yep, negate attack, that's cool. Right, you really, really should not have done this. Let's go summon Pylon, play the effect of our skill, go and grab a fusion from our Duel graveyard, and then, of course, going for the surrender. McDonald's Wi-Fi, you pull the Ethernet plug out, it is over. Either way, we could just attack in now and win, so that's GG. On to the next Rush Duel. Okay, Victor Gold rank 2, but they've played COG for the last bunch of seasons, so hopefully this will be a good matchup. Going for a Gavin, and yeah, on Archive skill again. I'm just going to assume people are getting their last wishes in with Gaia as much as they can do, right? I would do the same if I was cringe, but going for a set 1, set 2, and we've got the Ghost Cyclone. We are so there. If we're drawn to a second one, that'll be massive. We won't do though, we're probably going to draw some bricks, but okay, so yeah, Gaia, okay, fair enough. So, Picklon is interesting. Skill, go and send to the graveyard the fusion to go and get out the Blastopia, which means our turn is live, right? It means we get a decent attempt at a board clear. Again, we're not going to get the entire way, but that's fine. Right, that's perfectly fine. We're not going to risk the Picklon. It is very tempting. I've done it before, and every time I've done it, it's failed me. So it's not worth doing. Let's see if you're on Metarion though. I'm going to assume you are on Metarion. That's a bit annoying. Okay, fair enough. You are back up, of course, to 5 cards in hand. You set 2 Sword Dancers. Kind of annoying we didn't hit that one, right? That would have been good to hit. There's the Reactor, so you have got full access now. Ooh, milling the Inferno and the Gate attack is big for us. Hard going for Fusion. You're obviously playing Celerity, right? But you've just opened it in a weird way, so going for the Assure Star does mean you can pop my Gate attack, right? Which is very annoying, but it's fine. Or you're just playing for the skill. We saw it before, right? We saw in KC Cup, we saw that people were just, you know, playing the Mataran stuff as is, just playing Cursed Dragons because you can do, and you've got enough to clear the Build Dragon now. And of course, going for the skill. See, you know, this wouldn't work now, right? With the brand new skill update because that's been a graveyard, and so you wouldn't be able to do that. Which, the fact it adds 2 from deck has always been a bit bullshit. Going for a, oh no, the Retro Star, okay. And the Palace Gargoyle. Right, there's a fairly big board. Fairly big. That's a full board clear. That isn't unbeatable. Especially given we know that back row is probably nothing, right? We know it's probably nothing, so let's see. Draw for turn. We've got... Okay, that is a big fusion play. Straight up. Okay, so let's go Pylon. We'll then play Dragline, right? Now this don't work, right? This don't work. But what we can do is go and play Gantry Dragon. So let's go for Gantry. Why not? 1-2. Activate the effect of Gantry to bring back out from our graveyard the Build Dragon. Play the Build Dragon to go and grab from to our field the lovely Pylon. We'll then go and play our skill to go and grab Fusion to go and make our lovely Worm Excavator, the big boy that can pop 2. And then, of course, we have the field spell in hand to replace it with, which is going to be massive. So let's go 1 and 2. Unfortunately, not like, you know, this could have been something else, right? If it was the vanilla, that'd have been crazy. Unfortunately, it's not. Go pop 1 and pop 2. We'll go and play the field spell, and that is going to be a good chunk of damage coming their way. So attacking once and attacking for 34, putting you down to 2,000, less than 2,000. There's a big but here, and it's the fact that our life points are 26. And do you know what attack points is 26 and belongs in the extra deck the Gaia can summon into if they're playing the Gaia? It's called Conqueror of Champions. It can attack directly. It can win on this very turn. Doesn't appear to be coming out, right? Going for Star Restart, getting the Imaginary Reactor, getting the Fusion, does seem like you're going to be going for another Matarion play rather than going for any of the Gaia stuff, right? That is actually very scary. Return 1, return 2, return 3, and return 4. Do debuff the Fusion though. That's the... I mean, you do because otherwise you can't get over it. Yeah, so down 16. Probably got to pick his battles here. You have got 4 in hand. You can again go for the skill. There's Sword Dancer. So there comes an Assura Star, which can be buffed up, right? It can get rid of... Can he get rid of face up back rows? No, it's face downs only. Okay, so that is big for us, right? Go for the skill, buff up. Unfortunately, I can do this again, right? But the thing is, if he summons on the body, then he plays it wrong, right? You've got to just leave it. Yep, okay, fair enough, right? That's fine. We can just go for our Gantry, do the whole shebang again. And hopefully here, we see back removal. We don't. This makes more sense to be like a late turn summon, right? But to play the skill, to get the fusion access, we've got a normal summon of vanilla. And at the moment, that's not really something that's happening. Not that it matters anyway, really, because we'd just be summoning this and it wouldn't be able to pop anything, right? So, in that sense, it doesn't matter that much. We just go for like a double Build Dragon play, because we can go, yeah, 1, 2, summon this, and then bring it out, right? I guess we can chance our mills, right? We go summon this, discard the Dragon Line. We can then go for the Desk Worker, right? Mill 3, add back 1. This might open up some plays, right? So let's send to the graveyard the Shovel on. Add back, I guess, the Fusion, right? Give us one back row face down. That's gonna be fine, right? Let's go for the Build Dragon play. We could. Ooh, that works. That does work, right? That does work. to get around our current issue, right? So we can't pop anything, but that's fine because we're going to be able to clear all this. So we have a very big body on our field. We can't clear it. We still have our Gantry Dragon. It still brings back another copy of our Build Dragon. We set you face down, and we hope that this attack here goes through. And it does. Okay, fair enough. It's Buffered Slime. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying, but whatever we did there. Oh no, we could have played Talismanic Seal Array and countered it. We could have done that. Oh, that's rough. It just depends on if he can make the 800 difference back. And I think you do, right? I mean, do you get there? I don't know if you do. Right, you pop the back row, sure. I guess you can pop my field spell as well, then you definitely get there. But in more pure Metarion, I don't know if I see it. Aside from, again, opening that Talismanic Seal Array. If we lose this because of the set Talismanic not being played, I am going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. But of course, we've not also seen the gate attack yet. Oh, we have to on this grave, okay. Okay, that's fine. 34, that's 500. It doesn't matter, you can't beat me. Game number 4. Let's go. Okay, game number 4. Going against the Maddox. So we've had a lot of Gavins. We've now getting the Go Rush version of him again on Archive skill. Oh, isn't Rush Duel such a fun format in Duel Links right now? With the Dragon Maid sleeves and the Chronicle playmats, we're going first, and we've opened... This does nothing right now. Right, like this just does nothing. I mean, it does in theory. It does in theory get us access to the Build Dragon turn 1. Right, and given he's probably on Metarion Gaia, it probably makes sense to actually try this, right? Play Tarask, mill the field spell, go and grab back field spell. Now, I'm going to cry if this is on turn 2 onwards. I'm going to cry. You know when you do something and you just sit there, you think out loud and then it becomes a reality? Yeah, that's definitely what just happened there. That's just definitely one of those Duel Links moments where you just forget what your skill does, what restriction is, and there's gonna be... Okay, so to be fair, he's not opened the best, right? He's not had the best start in the world, but that's good for us, right? That's fine for us. So, Howling is going to be fairly good here. Oh, actually, we've got a really solid field, right? So, let's go Howling, return back the left one. That probably sounds about right. We can, of course, go for our skill. We just go summon into the Picklon. Might as well play Picklon's effect to send the Shovelon to graveyard to draw one into another Shovelon. That is perfectly fine. And just go full aggro, right? We'll go full aggro, we'll summon into... Ooh, Trap Hole on the Gantry Dragon. That is massive. That is really, really big. Okay, so let's combat. Swing in. Now we're not in such a great spot. Right, that was a really, really big resource investment I didn't see coming. Right, you don't see too many people on Trap Hole. Right, they are still going to be playing the gate attack, but Trap Hole is still really good. I think, obviously, against this deck, it's really good because this card, if it resolves, just spirals everything out of control. So, hitting Gantry Dragon is an absolutely massive play. Now, it does seem like they're also not drawing very well, which is kind of a running theme with today's content, but that's fine. So, we can go for this, right? Yeah, okay, so it's again not the best in the world, right? Go and return back to the deck the Gantry Dragon, I believe, this one, and I guess we'll go for another drag line. Why not? And bring out a Build Dragon. Now, should we have brought out the Gantry? Probably. But there's not really anything here we can do, right? Just straight up, we're just attacking in, clearing his board, and we've got to kind of hope that by the time our turn comes around, we can see a big body. Now, Pot of Greed is going to come in clutch. It's going to get us there. And our back row is really solid, but he can also make a very big push. in with the Bold Tricorn, milling the Talismanic, always a good card to see milled. Hitting the Buffered Slime. I mean, you probably can game me if you wanted to in some way through this, but again, you don't know that 2 of those are bluffs. In for the Gargoyle. Probably going to make yourself level 5, going for the Battle-Tested Gaia. Okay, so hard summoning this, playing the skill, dumping your Curse of Dragon, activating the effect of the Gaia to go and make your Gaia the Conqueror of Dragons, I imagine, right? You're going to want that back row removal. That is what I assume is going to happen here. Now, it does mean you can't kill my Build Dragon, right? Because if you already used the attack point buff, now you can go for the Serpainter thing here, right? You can book my guy, which would make sense, and then go for a Piercer. So actually here, could be a bunch of damage coming in. Right, it could be a lot. Going for the Registar, which is going to Book of Moon the body, and you probably go and Book of Moon the Build Dragon, right? There's Sword Dancer. You can now go for the Gaia Fusion play, and this does get you into... I mean, if you go for the one that's piercing, then you can get a draw into good back row, which I probably would go for here rather than going for anything else, right? Yep, so Swift Gaia, that's fine. You play the effects of Gaia, it gets piercing, you get a draw 1. Losing Calling is fine. Now, you play Registar. Registar, you go and you Book of Moon, the Build Dragon, right? And then you've got to crash with this into the drag line. That's fine. But you did get a draw off of that, which is kind of annoying. There we go. There is the Talismanic Seal Array. Now, we don't lose, thankfully. Right? Our Build Dragon's going to go down to, 16, so 13. So actually, he can clear our entire board now, which is really annoying. But overall, I think we're still in an okay spot, given we can play the skill to go and search out the Build Dragon if we don't see it, right? So we're not hard stuck, right? We're not hard stuck, but we're not in an amazing spot. We've got a bunch of tools, so this is fine, right? Take 26, go and take 100, and then take 14. So we are getting quite low. We're getting quite low. But with a very big fusion play and potentially some other spice, if we can find it, this should be okay. Negate attack is definitely the spice. It's definitely the spice. So let's go for Ghost Cyclone. Right, we'll hit that. We'll then go and play Pot of Greed, right? Because if I don't have to use the search, right? Don't have to. Pot of Greed in for very good. Picklon discarding the Pylon to draw 1. You know what? Okay, so in our graveyard right now, there isn't really much we want, so we've got to go for the Pylon, turn on the skill. We then go for the Gantry Dragon, of course giving us access to our lovely Build Dragon in the graveyard. Always a fun time, always a fun time. We'll summon out the Build Dragon, we'll play the effect of the Build Dragon to go and bring back out from the graveyard our lovely Pylon. We'll then go and play the skill, giving us access to the fusion, and we'll just go and make a very big board. Now, the downside is we have got to lose our field spell, but I think that is okay. We can theoretically get it back if we want to, right? We can get it back with the Tarask by getting rid of our back removal. Let's go and destroy 1 and destroy 2, and from here let's do some math. So that is going to be 1100, right? 41, 42, 43, plus 1200 is 55, right? That is exactly, that's exactly lethal. We have also got our back row as well, Tasmanic, so this actually is fine. So we're going to go and add back to our hand the Blistopia, and I do want to do the math again. 2000, 49, yeah. So we don't even need to use our back row. We can just go and swing in and win game here, right? 34, 29, and 600 is going to be lethal onto game number 5 and potentially our King of Games rank up duel. Hopefully we can win this one. Okay, it is a Luke. We're going to get cheesed out of our King of Games win by going against a Luke. We're going first, which means we'll see all of our back row, we'll see the Ghost Cyclones. It was almost written in the style. Oh, actually, it's an archive skill. But you're on 40 cards. Now, the question is, do I respect this, right? Do I respect this? I think we try and go for a Shovelon, right? Mill. Oh, we milled the Shovelon. That is fantastic. Right, that is incredible. We actually... That's so good. That's so good, right? Let's go Build Dragon. Because if he's on an Archive skill, then you're probably on Gaia. Right? You're on Gaia, on Heroes, Batarion. So this should be a fairly okay board, right? If you want to do piercing, you've got to use a Virtual Star or something to put my guy into defense mode, right? If you want to play your Sure Star, pop my back row, it's fine, it's a Prom Howling, it's not going to do all that much. Now, I will say, this guy's rank was Gold rank 1 in my COG rank up. So Rush Duel, of course, bringing out only the finest opponents, my King of Games rank up game. But if I lose this one, then it does make it way more embarrassing. So we'll see, right? Setting 1, setting 2, setting 3 face down. Right. You could do something funny here and give me more Prom Howlings. Oh, that would have been so big any other time. Any other time, that would have been massive. But we're just gonna go and try it, right? Bing bang bong, send that away. I guess here, like, we could go for another Build Dragon, right? Summon 2 of them. That could be neat. Why not, right? Let's go 1, 2. We're gonna keep a Shovelon in our hand. We can actually, to be fair, we could have gone and kept this in our hand, right? The Dragline probably would have been better. But yeah, let's just go and bring out this dude. Again, we could go for the fusion, but I don't really see a point in going for that, right? Which can swing in, and it's going to be lethal. And of course, our King of Gamers rank up had to be this. It of course had to be the easiest duel in the world. I want to see his deck, and there it is, King of Games in Rush Duel. Give us some in that replay. It was such an epic duel, so thought-provoking and challenging. And his deck. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, you know what we're going to do? Let's go to some replays real quick, because I had a feeling this might happen, that we might have a really quick game end of the COG, but I think this duel, this mirror match, was actually fairly decent, if I can remember. Yes, it was earlier on. I was in silver, I think, but, you know, it's Rush Duel. Like, you're facing similar caliber of opponents wherever you kind of are. So, we'll see how this went, right? Going for a 5-set board is fine. Polar Greed, first of all, getting some really good draws into a Ghost Cyclone, in for the Build Dragon. Tarrasque, getting no mills, but that's fine, right? Dragline is going to come out, bring it back out the Build Dragon, in for the Gantry, and unfortunately, we didn't get some back because there was no field spell. But that's okay. They're going to Pog of their own. They're going to Picklon, in for a draw. They're going to Blistopia, which is really funny because it turns on all of our cards as well, meaning we can go and, of course, use the effects of like a Build Dragon to blow up the board and then play our own field spell, and it's all great, right? Going for a fusion of the Constructor Chief Worm Handloom, which you don't summon that often, but when it comes up, it can steal some games, right? It can be the difference between winning and losing. But of course, we have Negate Attack, the MVP of the deck. Howling, returning 1. Howling, returning a second copy, going for the Picklon, in for the Build Dragon, playing the Worm, bringing it back again. It is fine. Swinging in, clearing everything off their board. And they're going to go again. They are playing the Vanillas. They are playing a Sepiad Poly, which is it's horrible. Removing one back row. Going for the Build Dragon. Going to go for the Fusion play. Now again, they can't put my entire board because there's only one card on it, I believe. Yeah, and so they've got to attack in. But also, it's really hard for us to out this. So we have got to do some things here. So let's go Pylon, in for Build Dragon, bring back out this one, go for a fusion of our own, in for our very own Build Dream. We are going to crash. I know it's just going to happen. 34 into 34, deal some damage. Can they bring it back? It is close. There is Dragline, returning 1, 2, and 3, bringing back out the Build Dragon, adding back the Shovelon. Going to be summoning into the Pylon, and again, going for fusion, because why wouldn't you? Going to make the big Build Dream once again, big 34 body, and then going for the Shovelon, attacking in, and we just about survive off the skin of our teeth. 2 back row. Can we make it back? We can. Of course we can, right? Dragline, in for the Build Dragon, getting back the Pylon, summon the Pylon, play the skill, go and get back fusion from our graveyard, play the fusion, go into the Build Dream, and of course we have our own field spell to play, which means we're going to get a nice pop off, getting rid of 2 of those bodies. Nice and easy. Swinging in for 1. Card restoration, does it matter? No, of course it doesn't. We're still lethal, and that is Worms in Duel Links in 2025. They are really, really fun, and of course, here's the list we're running. It is fairly straightforward, right? We are seeing people play, you know, the Secret Order stuff. They are playing less of the new Gadget Drag, and they're playing less of the Drag line. But I just kind of wanted to try something a bit more straightforward, see how good it was with the brand new tools, and it is much, much better than it was last week. Of course it is, right? And it's one of my most fun decks in Rush Duel. I really do like this deck, I really do like the character, and yeah, bring on some more Worm Sport Konami. We'll check out the new Cyber stuff in a video later this week. Potentially more Rush Duel stuff coming very soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Adios.